Welcome back to the deep dive. So, if you're listening to this, I'm guessing you know the feeling. That annual tension between all the festive sparkle and joy and the just overwhelming pressure to get it all perfect.
Oh, yeah, the holiday takeover.
Exactly. We're talking about the endless to-do list,
Yeah.
the decorating, finding the perfect gift for literally everyone, the cards, and, I mean, the sheer frustration of getting tape stuck to your fingers while you're trying to wrap something with love. It's a lot.
It is. It's this massive information overload, but the information is a physical list of tasks that just feels endless. And that's our mission today. We're going to dive into some strategies for managing that very specific seasonal stress.
We're looking at this amazing blog post from Carrie Masadi. It's called When the Holidays Take Over, Here's How I Take Back My Peace.
And she is a lifestyle encourager, confidence catalyst, and sparkle coach for women ready to shine. So she knows what she's talking about here.
Okay, so let's unpack this. Our goal is to really pull out Carrie's actionable tips for shifting the focus from, perfection to peace.
Exactly. It's about finding that shortcut to keeping your sanity during what's a really high-stressed time for so many.
I think we all know that moment she talks about. It's somewhere between the first peppermint tea and maybe the fifth text asking, what do you want for Christmas? And the whole season just speeds up. You feel like you're gasping for breath under all the expectation.
And that's where Carrie makes her central point, her big reminder. She says, the goal isn't a perfect holiday. The goal is a peaceful heart.
That one just, it hits.
It really does. And this is where it gets so interesting, because this is all about letting go of these very specific pressures we put on ourselves.
Right, like she literally gives you permission.
Permission. She says, it's okay if the wrapping paper doesn't match. It's okay if the cards get there in January.
Or if the elf didn't move.
Yes. Or the cookies burned.
Yeah.
It's about realizing that the pressure to do it all is so loud, but, as she says, peace still whispers. You just have to choose to listen.
I love that. And Carrie really nails this point by giving it a spiritual grounding, too. She leans into that verse, Isaiah 26.3.
You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you.
Yeah.
So peace isn't something you earn after you finish the to-do list. It's something you choose. It's rooted in quiet trust and steady grace, not just pure hustle.
Which is such a powerful way to reframe it. So let's talk about the practical side of this. Gifting. That's probably the biggest stressor for most people.
The biggest. And she has these great low-effort strategies for prioritizing what she calls meaningful over messy.
Okay, so the first one is this idea of hosting a holiday sparkle party, but it's all online.
Right. So you get the benefits of a gathering. It's fun. It's social. But there's no cleaning your house.
No cleaning. That's a huge win right there.
It is. And everyone gets to cross some gifts off their list, and the host even gets some perks. It's efficient.
It is really smart. And for those other gifts, she has these two other tools. First, there's a gift-giving assistant.
Yeah, it's basically a quick AI quiz. You answer a few questions, and it helps you find the perfect gift fast. It just cuts down on that endless scrolling and decision fatigue.
And then there's the style guide.
Which is similar, but it gives you personalized recommendations based on the person, their vibe, your budget. Even for the tricky ones, like teachers or your bestie who has everything.
I mean, these are all about taking the mental load off your plate.
Exactly. You're not avoiding the act of giving. You're just making the search for the gift way less stressful. You get to keep your energy for the parts that actually matter.
You know, that line from Carrie's blog, it really stopped me in my tracks. When she talked about prioritizing connection over the chaos. It reminded me of this one year I decided I was going to make every single gift by hand.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. And I ended up pulling this miserable all-nighter right before Christmas, just surrounded by like glitter and a hot glue gun, totally exhausted. And I realized I'd spent all my energy on the things, and I'd completely sacrificed my own presence, my connection with the people I was making them for. I had to totally pivot. I decided a simple phone call and a quick store-bought gift sent with actual love was so much better than some perfect item made out of stress.
That's it right there. And her tools, like the virtual party and the AI assistant, are just the modern way of making that same pivot.
Totally.
So once you've simplified the big stuff, like gifting, the next step is making sure you stay centered. And this is where she talks about her small, sacred routines.
Your anchors. I love this part. And they're not fancy at all, which is why they work.
Not at all. She talks about starting the day with just a few minutes in God's Word. before the chaos starts,
Right. And playing Christmas worship music while you're wrapping gifts.
which turns a chore into something reflective.
Yeah. Or just checking in on a friend who's been a little quiet.
And my favorite,
Yeah.
wearing one piece of sparkle that makes you feel grounded, even if you're just in leggings.
I loved how she tied this into faith and confidence. It's not for anyone else. It's an internal reminder that you still matter, that you still shine, no matter how messy the house is.
It's self-permission to stay grounded.
So what does this all mean? I think Carrie's final message is that the season doesn't have to swallow us whole. She says, you're doing better than you think you are. You're allowed to rest.
And her final takeaway is really the whole point of her philosophy. Your peace matters more than your to-do list.
That's it. That's the goal. To get to January feeling refreshed, not depleted. And this deep dive really shows that reclaiming your peace, it's about intention, not just more effort.
Which leaves us with a question for you to think about. What assumptions about what makes a good holiday are you willing to challenge this year?
That's a great question.
Is it the perfect decorations, getting the cards out on time? What can you let go of to find a little more peace?
Carrie closes with such an encouraging thought. She says, you are so loved, you are seen, and you still sparkle.
I love that.
You can read her full blog post, discover more of Carrie's favorites and her Sparkle tools, and just continue this journey with her at thesparklelounge.com. Go find your peace.